Last time I had it mentioned that in vivo means to take place inside a living organism, which might be a hint as to what the name OVIVO is supposed to mean. I think that the fact that it's a palindrome and the way that you can reduce a lot of the letters in it to just basic shapes like circles or squares probably means something more. What exactly? Well, your guess is as good as mine. The one thing I do know that's going to be happening here is probably going to end up getting a lot tougher from this point. By the end, well, yes, I recognize this picture. I cannot remember what it is called, but that's the basic man reaching out to God image. You see all the time, very famous pop cultural thing. Knowing that last time there was a lot of stuff related to... Oh, can get this. Oh, can I get it though? Might need to warp back. A lot of stuff related to like Rorschach test. I want to say that, yeah, we're looking for a very metaphorical type of story here. Now I'm going to go back. I can get that. As long as I remember the basic strategy of the old... Is there any way? No. Roots of a tree I'm also noticing here as well. The old strategy of just mashing the interact button. Definitely also probably an effective strategy too. See how this goes though. And there. Okay, so kind of far down. Oh, a little bit too far there. So I want to go kind of far down if I want to get the story symbol. And I still think that there's no reason not to. I'm not sure about the Morse code. Morse code is a little bit more questionable, knowing how rough... Yeah, that's not going to happen. Maybe I can go over on this side instead. Morse code is going to be a little bit more questionable, knowing how difficult some of these are to get. That was another thing that I had mentioned as well. Oh, good, save point. That was another thing I had mentioned as well. I mean, calling it Morse means that the meaning of these dots, looking at the world map rings, seems to be something along the lines of representing some sort of Morse code sentence. I don't know if I quite have the gumption to figure those ones out in the same way that I'm posting all the story symbol information into the... I panicked. In the same way that I'm posting the... Oh, I actually would have had it there just fine too. The story symbol information into the description. But we'll see. I don't know, so far I've been having fun with the game, even though it is a little bit getting increasingly tricky. You can see exactly what I'm trying to do here. Go through that. And then if I don't hit the spikes, well, the thorns, then I should be totally okay to not quite. There we go. A tree crashing down. I was saying before that, yeah, it looks like the roots of a tree. Of course it does. The symbol that was representing this stage was just straight up a tree on the ring. Oh, didn't even realize that was a Morse code. Trying to figure out exactly what the interaction with these seeds are right now, though. Because it seems to be something a little bit different. I'm not entirely sure what, though. Maybe it's nothing and I just am meant to go up here. Also equally a possibility, really. And again, it's like, this is strange enough. Ah, there you go. Okay, so it was jumping inside this thing the entire time. This is different. I mentioned last time that I definitely did not have the ability to interact with a lot of the animated things, and now it seems like that's not quite the case anymore. Keep a lookout to see if there's any place that I might be able to. Yeah, like on the left there, for example. Seems like prime, secret territory. Speaking of which... Huh? Oh! Well, I'm up here now. But is that good? Because I feel like I might want to... All the trees are... Okay, a little bit too far. All the trees are apparently solid then. I'm going to take one more check inside here. Because I'm pretty sure that at the top of this, that I can I can end up going to the right, and I'll probably find something in there. Maybe not. Seems like it's a little bit too large for me to find, to actually get over there with any level of ease. However, this clearly has a lot of other stuff to go collect too. It's just if I'm missing one of the story symbols, I think I know where to look. Also, maybe down here. Suspicious with the way that... No, just mere roots. Okay. Nothing important, seemingly. It took a little while until I started to miss some of the story symbols before, so it might be largely... good try, though. It might be largely pretty simple to find a lot of them, but it does seem like some of them are a little bit trickier. Getting the big zoom out at the end of levels seems to be easiest way to figure out where some stuff may be. Get the Morse symbol there. Try and get a bearing of where I'm at right now. Really now. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Everything else seems to be a little bit too deadly to get to, though that area over to the left there. One, I can already see a Morse symbol. And two, I think the more important bit is that I can already see a... what it seems to be an interesting little gauntlet up here, too. So this could also just be the intended area to go to. Go backwards. Go backwards here. Because one, look at this over here right now. Certainly enough just to take a look at these huge branches. Oh, there is some sort of gigantic spiral over there. I don't think I have any ability to actually get to it, but it's a strange looking thing nonetheless. Well, anyway, up here, once again, I did definitely, absolutely see some Morse dots. Gonna be a little bit difficult to get to. And I'm not really planning to do a lot of the Morse stuff. It's just... Nope. Like a little glitch there. Or maybe it's just supposed to be representative of berries, because otherwise getting this close to them... Getting this close to them should normally let me access this stuff. Huh. Maybe that's not intended to be some sort of secret. Anything else around here first, though? No, just the usual sort of windy, snake-like. Although there is something way up to the right, it looks like. Just a lot of the usual windy, snake-like passages to get through here. Not all of them have to be entirely themed after trees. I guess these... speaking of themed after trees, I'm not entirely sure, but it does seem like leaves? Are these supposed to be leaves of some kind? Who knows? Enemies. There's also the spirals that I was looking at earlier. And then some sort of boomerang-shaped plant. I suppose the easiest way to do this is just get right on there, and... Yeah, gonna still need to swing up and down, but... There are at least some light platformer elements to this. I was saying in the first episode that you don't actually get a jump in this game. You do! It just requires you to flip your affinity, I guess you could call it. Change from black and white and black. A foreboding-looking plant there. Okay. Oh yeah, I can get this. I can get this one easy. This is definitely one of those... Oh, not... I was going to say mash type of thing, but I guess that... Yeah, if I could just go high enough, mashing the entire way... There we are. No one to hear its lonely fall. And I haven't missed anything just yet. So I guess I was wrong about looking for the... looking for something in the floating section. Yeah, these are much more leaf-shaped than before. I can super get that. Yeah, okay, good. Still, though, One thing I haven't even mentioned yet is that this game has a lot of really nice ambient music in it. I was ever going to do like an ASMR series on something. I mean, I don't know why I was even thinking about that, but come on, I can super get in there. This would definitely be the one to do it with. Guided relaxation through OVIVO. There we go. Right into a branch there, of course, but still accomplished pretty well nonetheless. If I do say so myself. Doesn't look like anything else of interest around here, though. Still missing one story symbol. When it comes to collectibles, those are the ones that I'm most concerned with. Ah, I see. Let me go check down here first. No. Well, I mean, not so much no, but I need to get on the opposite side here to get around that if I was going to go do anything, which I don't think is necessary. Nothing else on the bottom. Somehow I fell through the side there. You know how it goes. Okay. Much like the platforms that I was doing before. Just get on top of it. And there. It has that sort of bowl shape on the top to make it very obvious how you can get in there. Ah, yes. Fern type of plants, the most threatening plants around. They're certainly an unusual type of plant. Don't they like use spores or something rather than just a traditional seed type of thing? I don't know. I don't know anything about botany. My doctorate, of course, is in video game playing. Being a cool gamer guy. That's right. Well, I think I know where I'm going. Not super great if I wanted to go for a no death run, but what do we got? An act of silence. And now I perish. That's fine. That is doing that without getting a death, or once again whatever you could possibly consider to be happening to my like bowling ball with a wick in it style bomb character here is the real challenge. I don't think there's anything like a no death run or anything in the game, but maybe. As it is, sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey upwards. But look out for more piranha plants. Oh, I see. Like, okay, so I could... Oh, okay. I was going to say, you can kind of take that away into the next section, can't you? And the answer is no. It eventually just seemingly lose it. Be a little bit careful with the jumping there. Here I can be a lot more something. Now how am I going to get up there, though, is the real question. Yep. No. A good try, but... Well, of course, you can just fall upwards. I think that's the... I'm noticing right now that, yeah, the intent is that. It's actually quite simple. Okay, just make sure that I get on the right and then jump right in, and one more for good measure. Yeah, that'll do it easy. Deadly thorns everywhere, but none of them extremely difficult to get around yet. One more Morse dot for good measure, and then I'm betting the end's gonna be right here, right? Feel like I've made some distance into the forest. Whatever you could consider this. Well, a few more dots here and there. And then... I knew it. I knew I was going to be okay there. But the idea of... I can get this easy. I said I can get this easy. I hope I didn't miss any one of the... Yeah, if it's too small to get into, it seems like you can't. I can't quite tell if that's intended to be a Morse dot, because it doesn't really seem to let me I should be close enough to collect it if it was a Morstadt, is I guess what I would say. A good try, but not really good enough. Okay. Rushing it is not really going to be helpful. This is not like a Celeste-style scenario where everything resets for maximum speed running tactics, if you're going to try and do that. Which, I mean, I'm not, but sure that... Yeah, that's the whole thing, where a game like Celeste, for example, is built around cycling stuff, you know? There we are. To try and make it the first time that you spawn in someplace, to make it so that it's almost easiest to go from there. This game, not so much. Everything is there very consistent. There we are. Continues on, regardless of if you lose or not. About what I expected. Pretty much exactly what I expected. And successfully got all 3 of the story symbols as well. That's pretty good. This one, a little bit more questionable as to what the symbol is in the middle. And I can't really tell any sort of similarities between the first ring and the second ring, at least right now. There's supposed to be some sort of mirroring of the concepts. If I were to actually look at the lore itself, maybe. Some of the story symbols that exist. Nothing of interest, at least right now. Keep an eye out here for anything that might show up. Oh, it's these bubbles. Yeah, I saw them last time too. You can use them to maneuver around to a certain degree. Not tremendously easily, but enough that it's like you can get a little bit more movement out of it than you would. Yoink. A little bit more movement out of it without instantly dying to everything around here. Instantly spiraling out of control. Still not entirely sure how they work, but it seems like going fast might be the best way to do this. The gimmicks are starting to come out in full force now, aren't they? With the movement, with these dots here and everything. Okay, dip down, dip up, dip down, dip up. Yes, I think that this is sort of the closer to the intended solution. Going fast is not quite what I should be doing, but seems like going down into the second one, yeah, is making that work a little bit easier. Okay, then. This is interesting. Only symbols remain. Also, a big zoom out. I do not know if the game has zoomed out this much prior to this point. I mean, aside from the level ending where you get to see the entire thing here. What? How did I fall into the spikes there? I swear I was on the opposite side of that. Let me see that again. Maybe there is... No, I don't know what happened. Wait. No, okay. Nothing to be seen in there. Mere darkness and a swift death. There are these things, which don't seem to be very threatening, but do hold a secret nonetheless. Oh, come on now. There. Can at least grab that one. I have no intention of collecting everything once again. The idea here is mostly... Okay. The idea here is mostly go for the story symbols. Anything else I get is gravy. But if I see it, I'll at least make an attempt. Sure. Also seems like a prime place for a story symbol, but didn't seem to contain any of that. Because there's like... Yeah, they did not line the ground with spikes. They could have very easily lined the ground with spikes in that previous section. And had you go on top of the floating platforms. Didn't happen in that way. There you can see that you get very, very close to falling through some of these if you get a decent momentum going into it, but not quite. Does seem like you're mostly safe. There's a lot of let with how these things work. Though it also does force you out of the cosmic spheres very easily as well. There. Just don't fall off the edge, of course. Also, I am definitely missing a story symbol. Feel like I should have gotten one right now. Okay, now come on. This is far enough in here. Although there wasn't any place that I could see with him around. Is that one, though? I think I saw something. No? Ooh, jellyfish. I always do like seeing jellyfish. Jellyfish are cool. They are a... What is it? The second... in the kingdom of animals. It also seems like you get like a lot more of a jump when you go outside of the jellyfish. Like they're bouncy or something. Which is certainly a cute thing. It's like sticky? Because I don't feel like I am falling as fast on them compared to some of the other platforms that I've been on. Now I see down there. Actually, what I should probably do is just jump off of here instead. Yeah. If I'm going to be getting much of anything. Yep. Okay. Let's see. This would be the point in time that I get the first story symbol that I'm seeing. The question, though, of course, is... Of the first story symbol that I'm seeing, is this the first one in the level? Fall far enough. Yeah, you want to fall far enough, but you don't want to fall too far because these are pushing me away. Yeah. Kind of a surprisingly tricky little maneuver to be going through here. Just kind of... should be able to get this, though. As long as I do it like... Not quite, but like that. There we are. A kitten is saved. And that is, in fact, the first one, which is surprising. Yeah, no, like I was saying before. A kitten is saved. That is... It's been very vague in how stuff has worked up to this point. So to get a very, like, specific animal named here. Yep, got it. That said, not looking super hot otherwise. Still, though. I see. Still not planning to be going for every one of the more stats, though. Collectathons can be tricky in that way. I think anybody that's played any one of them knows that. I also point to Mario 64 and how they ended up doing... how they ended up doing a lot of stuff. Specifically, the 100 coins. Doesn't require you to get all of them. To get... Seems like a surprisingly difficult... Is there something else that I might be able to do? Maybe if I do, like, this sort of maneuver on top of the jellyfish. As the eldritch monsters around here. Oh, very much so, in fact. Alright. There's your strategy. And to think that prior to this point, that what I was doing is I was trying to maneuver around with some wacky... I thought so. Oh, that looks sort of like the... First off, grab that. Now fish kills its hunger. What? Looks like there's some stuff that I might be able to get up there. Like a Morse code fish with the pyramid eye head. Still, I'm quite surprised that I was able to get everything up to this point. Or maybe not. Does make me wonder if the jelly, or not the jellyfish, but the fish around here are something that represents the amount of Morse code that I've gotten thus far. Well, okay then. Might need to go back up there in case I missed a story symbol. However, I'm honestly shocked that the game let me do that. I mean, I suppose as always, hey, what are you going to argue with what's successful? But still. Okay. I can easily get that if I just do it like this. It's hard to mash it fast enough, though, as you can see. Do it like that, though. But, yeah, I had a feeling that it was going to just turn out in that way. Probably go through the section and then turn back to get the dot. Yeah, like this, I think, is the more obvious solution regardless. It's interesting how this game builds up to getting more advanced shapes and things that start resembling living creatures, whether it's plants or animals. Now, if these are supposed to be animals, what is going to be the next one? I don't know. Maybe this is supposed to be indicative of, like, sea life. More than anything else. Fully expecting it to be something of a theme where we're going to be building up to different creatures at this point. Take that, though, for right now. And I have no idea what these things are, but hey, one way to find out, of course. Well, sort of what you'd expect, but doesn't quite catch you in the same way. I guess it might just be a moving version of the same dots and everything that I've seen before. Get them up. Get them in there. Hey, there we go. Continue to... gameplay getting more advanced at the same time that we also get the scream. That classic painting. That's a weird one to just kind of throw in here, apropos of nothing. I was making observations about how there's something of a theme going on, and then here's famous art just showing up in the background. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it right now. This game sort of reminds me of like a... Although, there might be something over to the right, too. Game with like the abstract nature of it reminds me a lot of old as you call it, like a third-person shooter rhythm game, Rez, in that way, which had sort of a sea life and evolution sort of theme in it as well. By the time that you got to the final stage, interesting. But, I think a lot of sort of abstract designs might lend themselves to similar comparisons. Still missing the third story symbol, but of course there's that one section that I jumped past entirely unintentionally, but it happened like that nonetheless. Okay, just jump right up in here. So I guess when these stars that are kind of in the middle, particles, doing their stuff, get more organized and get the ability to move, they turn into spirals like that. Yeah. Of course, sending me right on top of the whale head was no surprise. Feel like I'm doing well. Oh, did I see what might be a final story symbol? Yes, I did. Send me right into Spiral Town, baby. It goes faster than you think. I guess I really got to just hold left as I am getting through some of the trickier parts of that. There's no way I'm gonna... Yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way I'm just gonna fall right out the bottom of that. Okay, so it doesn't seem like I missed anything major. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Missed or died right at the finish line. There we are. Bless in the voice. And of course, not recovering from that. I might be able to, since I gotta wait for this thing to actually get back here in the first place. Maybe I'll give it a couple attempts just to run right to the next part. Oh, come on now. Getting caught on the side, that's the real thing right now. Moving things do make it a little bit... Okay, there we are. Not a tricky jump to make, but tricky enough. Okay, so the eyeball there is not, in fact, anything interactable. It is merely an eyeball. Threatening, but not that threatening. Come on. Into the big claw territory. And I'm guessing probably right to the end at this point. Send me right up. Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. Sort of escaping the giant claws is a neat little look there. That's a fish. Okay. Inside of a fish. Sort of going with that Ouroboros loading screen theme that I've seen earlier. Oh, the spiral. Nope, don't know where this is going. Well, let's see. What's happening in the boss for this section? I think this might work in the same way as the jellyfish. Just, you know, pattern recognition-wise, makes some sort of sense. Zooming out also says that they're very much planning for you to try and get a little bit of height here. Now, what's over this direction first? No, nothing. Good to know, good to know. Always an important thing to check, of course, before doing anything else. So right up to the top here, these inverted jellyfish, I suppose I'm going to say, are of the friendly kind. Not one that, when I hit their innards, seem to mind too much. Okay, I've got a feeling right now that tonight's going to be a good night. No. This, though, absolutely. Send me into that lore, baby. You know what I want. Send me into that lore, but actually do it right this time. Okay. Garden full of life. And that is definitely a symbol that I recognize, but I do not remember what it means. Well, should make it out the edge of this easy enough then. Called that one pretty well. And I'm sure that just looking for some sort of area that it seems like I might be able to go to is what I'm looking for here. All right, interesting, interesting. These spirals, though, are actually quite friendly when it comes to traversing them, so I'm not going to argue too much with that. Oh, come on now. I definitely was hitting that one just fine. Ah. But before I do that, no, I don't see any way that I could possibly get any lower than what I'm currently at right now. So send me into the floating seed. Still very much looking for... Alright, so we're getting tricky then. I do see... Oh, no, I see a story symbol right there. Go just back and forth, back and forth. Moving down seems a little bit more difficult than moving up. But that's okay. I'm doing it just fine right now. Okay, that should be enough. No fallen leaves anywhere. Factually untrue, but still part of the lore nonetheless. Alright, send it up. This should be totally fine. Looks like a human figure on the left, but you know, with the whole, like, Rorschach painting type of aesthetic, it's hard to say what exactly is going on. Now I already see the next area that I want to get to here, right? I feel like I'm getting... Oh, wait. I feel like I'm getting better at these sections, so shouldn't be too difficult to finish up this level. It's going to keep being like this. Now, switch. Yeah, there is definitely a an optical illusion sort of style going on with some of the side objects that I'm seeing here. Nice try, but not nice enough. Can't give me that easy. Grab that real quick before I die again. Classic sort of movement around here. Already got 2 of the story symbols, so I guess this might be something of a shorter section. We'll see. Still doesn't mean that I should. Ah, I do see that, though. Oh, these tiny areas you can't really pass through as easily. Very much intentionally so. So I'm going to have to probably go on the right side here, right? No. Yeah, these very tiny sections are not nearly as easy to maneuver around in. Oh, come on now. There we are. The garden is dead. Oh. Good to know. Absolutely a shorter level than it seems. Unless we're finally going to get into the cool boss zone. Actually don't know. I'm not even entirely sure where the section that I want to get to is as of right now. What if this game had a boss? What would that even be? Nothing. It would be nothing. I could not even conceive of such a thing. Got it. Oh. Well. As it turns out, my prognostication powers have come into play yet again. Okay. Well, you know what? Mash on right. Keep mashing the flip button until I flip. Who could have guessed this sort of outcome right now? Oh, Tori there. Okay. I'm betting I probably would have, in fact, gotten caught by that thing if I let it do that. Certainly was far from it. Oh, it's a Triskelion. Thanks, Binding of Isaac, by the way, for teaching me what that is. I don't know exactly what that symbol means, but if you want to look it up, that's what it's called. Now, really. Do you mind? Okay, so very much you can get caught by that thing. Oh, come on. Sort of surprising to see it just absolutely disappear the second that you get caught by it. Close. Oh, okay. That was just it. That was it. Scampering off to parts unknown. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Not quite what I was looking for, but I suppose that's okay. So is there like an implication that this is taking place in like a real world area with a Tori? Got it. I'll take that for my efforts. But then again, what does any of this game mean? I just like speculating on lore sometimes, especially in a game that seemingly doesn't have any like this. Yeah, send me right in. Oh, this thing. I got it, though. Oh. Got caught on the thing there. Didn't even expect that to be happening, but here we are. And there. Show me a zoom out. Oh, the Ouroboros again. You can see the theme going on here. That sends me to the outer ring, I'm guessing. What exactly awaits me in the third ring? Well, I suppose we'll see next time.